What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Sean Davis. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe here to the channel. First things first, before we get started, I want to thank you guys so much for your ridiculous amount of support. It's been amazing to see. We set out a goal of 5,000 subscribers by the time the season started. You guys smashed that in 3 videos and I think 10 days of posting. You guys are the best. Let's up that goal one more time. Let's see if we can hit 10,000 subscribers by the time the season starts. Hit that like button, subscribe here, turn on post notifications. We'll start getting back to some live shows here we'll start doing some live shows here on this channel here soon. Not ready to do that quite yet. Trying to still get situated, get stuff back rolling. Also, if you guys want more NBA and NFL content, go check out my channel, the Sports Headline Show. I'll link it down in the description below. But today I want to kind of tackle this question that has been kind of lingering around in my head. And that is this question, and I'm going to post it to you guys in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think. And it's, are the Lakers currently failing LeBron James and Anthony Davis? By the Lakers, I mean the Lakers front office, particularly Rob Pelinka, the executive vice president of basketball operations, and Jeannie Buss, the governor, if you will, or CEO of the Lakers currently. And the reason why I pose this question, obviously, this is coming off the heels of a tremendous performance and effort from Team USA and LeBron James and Anthony Davis. They were phenomenal. And on my channel in the past, I've done top 75. I ranked the 75 best players on the planet. And I had LeBron James and Anthony Davis firmly in my top 10 still. I had Anthony Davis coming in 5 to 6 range. I had LeBron James, right around like 8 or 9, right? I think, and this is not that type of video, but, briefly explaining my reasoning there, I just think Anthony Davis is the more impactful two-way player. And I think last season, I would argue last season from Anthony Davis offensively was actually his best season as a Laker while still being a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. That's my reasoning. I'm not here to argue with you on who's the better player. I'm here to argue, are the Lakers currently failing this team? LeBron and Anthony Davis. And AD, like I said, top 5, 6, LeBron top 10 firmly, in my opinion. And I don't, the Lakers not making any moves this offseason. The Lakers, they, draft Bronny James in the second round. They draft Dolan Connect. Speaking of Bronny, I will have, and I'll probably do one for Dolan too, some film breakdowns up on those guys. Get you guys ready for the season here in a couple of weeks. Bronny potentially by the end of this week even. And I think, they did those two things. They re-signed Max Christie. But yeah, like outside of that, that was pretty much it for the Lakers offseason. They extend LeBron, awesome. But the Lakers have been, I think, really not reluctant. Reluctant's the wrong word, but I think overly protective, I think, of their future draft compensation. Whereas I think, they arguably should be a little bit not lenient and like, hey, here, first round picks for everybody. I'm not saying do that. But I do think that unless teams are flat out trying to fleece the Lakers, I would like to see them be a little more aggressive on the trade market and be willing to give up some of these first. Like a perfect example is the Dallas Mavericks last season. Now, granted, they did multiple deals, but they were able to turn their season around by getting Daniel Gafford to PJ Washington, went to an NBA Finals last season, traded a first for PJ Washington. And like I said, they traded a first for Gafford, excuse me. Might have been first for both now I think about it. But still, the point being, it doesn't have to be this perfect deal. And I think that's what the Lakers are kind of caught up on right now because they are future first-round picks. I do think the Lakers are being, nope, this is future first-round picks, post-LeBron era. We were going to only be looking for the perfect deal. And trust me, to a certain extent, I understand that method of thinking because you don't want to get fleeced. You do internally know and understand the value of those picks, but it's just for the opportunity to potentially compete for a championship. I've been gone to the Lakers in my power ranking series on my channel. Obviously, I'm only at 25, depending on when this video drops. But I think that the Lakers haven't really went all in. I feel like the Lakers are pretty content with this team that, albeit is a fine team. Like I think this team is anywhere between 45 and 50 wins in, regular variance and, 90 out of 100 scenarios, maybe not 90, 80 out of the 100 scenarios play out. they would be a 45 to 50 win team with this current roster and, average health. 5 to 10 of those times out of 100 scenarios, they're a 40 win team. Injuries, JJ Redick sucks. We'll talk about JJ Redick in a separate video. And then, the other 5 to 10 times, it's they're a 55 win team plus, right? Everything goes right. AD's the MVP candidate. JJ's awesome from day one. But I think that there is a overconfidence in the roster they have in place that, yes, they did go to Western Conference Finals appearance a year and a half ago, a full season ago. Really was it? A little bit over a year now, a calendar year. Yes, this is a team that, had 2 really, really strong post All-Star break stretches, back-to-back seasons. Yes, this is a team that literally, at the very least, should have been up 3-2 heading into game 6 against Denver. Instead, they lose in 5 games. They lose on 2 buzzer beaters. Yeah, you should be up 3-2 probably. We'll just call it that, right? So I understand it, but I think there's a overconfidence in this group of guys that I personally will lean more on the side of them just showing you that against the best of the best in the Western Conference come playoff time. I don't know if this team is, with the players around them, are ready to beat. And maybe Denver is the best example of this, but I think OKC is the best team in the West. I don't know if I confidently think this Lakers team can beat the Thunder next season in a playoff series. I know Denver lost KCP, which is a big part of their game plan and scheme, and more so defensively, I think, because, they were able to do some fun stuff. But the Lakers still necessarily don't have a Nuggets answer. Minnesota, can they take the next step? I think there's an overconfidence and damn near complacency with, well, we had 2 top 10 players. We have a roster that was really, really good, went to the conference finals. But, just the redundancy and skill sets with Braun and Rui, Austin and D'Lo, we don't have a reliable backup big. The West is only getting better. There's only 2 teams I think are going to be really, really bad in the Western Conference this season for sure. That's Portland and Utah. And then San Antonio is a wild card, kind of similarly with Houston. But you have, okay, cool. Take those 4 teams out. There are 11 teams in the Western Conference right now that are, no, we're going for a playoff spot. Enough, out of those 11, 6 or 7 of them are going, no, we are going for an NBA champion or a spot in the Western Conference Finals, try to make it to the NBA Finals. You have Denver, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Minnesota, Phoenix. Those are all teams just flat out going for it. And the Lakers say, nah, we're going to rely on a rookie head coach in JJ Redick, or we're going to rely on our guys being healthy and developing. And there's something to that. But you're the Lakers. You have 2 top 10 players still. One of them is literally, it feels weird to doubt him at this point, but literally at the tail end of his prime, and not even, no, forget his prime, tail end of his career, and you just paid him all this money. So I'm going to leave this answer as a TBD. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt right now and say, you know what? You have until technically the trade deadline. But, perfect example. If D'Angelo Russell is still on the team come trade deadline or post trade deadline, the answer will be a resounding yes. Because you would have went 2024, 2023, 24 trade deadline, 2024 offseason, and then the 2025 trade deadline. 3 separate opportunities to trade D'Angelo Russell's contract when it's an expiring contract, and then you lose it for nothing. D'Lo's value might be low. It's not that low, though, where you can't use the salary at the very least to upgrade. Now, am I saying you trade D'Lo for Colin Sexton? That's a very neutral trade, in my opinion. But you got to get a backup big on this team to help out. You got to get some more perimeter defense on this team, because right now, in terms of on-ball defense, it's Max Christie, it's Jared Vanderbilt, and I guess Gabe Vincent. Problem is, Max Christie never really, as high as I am on Max, was never in the rotation consistently. Gabe Vincent wasn't healthy and did not shoot the ball well, so he might, if the shooting sucks again, how much is he going to play? And then Vando, at this point, it's health and it's the floor spacing. So you're gambling on 2 question marks, essentially. Vando's a little bit less of a question mark. And then in terms of health and actual play, and then you're betting on a 20-year-old or a 21-year-old who, I get it, they're high on. I'm equally as high on them. But if that's what we're doing here and saying, yep, we're going to roll into next season with Jackson Hayes as our backup big, then yes, the Lakers will be failing Anthony Davis and LeBron James. But for the time being, I'm going to say it's TBD. You guys let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Are the Lakers failing LeBron James, Anthony Davis? As always, subscribe right here to the channel. You guys can follow me on X at Sean_DABI. Till next time, guys. See ya. Stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.